Hello and welcome to Rathod's IAS. Today in this session we are going to see current affairs. So current affairs is very important to clear any competitive examination. For example, UPSC, state service examinations or any competitive examinations like railways, SSC. So if you are applying for any examination, you have to start preparing newspaper. Because newspaper will be covering your current affairs and you will be getting good chunk of questions from this current affairs. And especially if you are preparing for UPSC, yes, you have to read one national newspaper. Either you can read Hindu or Indian Express. So I have an opinion so rather than Hindu, Indian Express is very much relevant from our UPSC point of view. So from tomorrow onwards, I will try to include even articles from Indian Express. So please let me know your suggestion in the comment box. Okay, because there you will be getting art and culture page, environment related page separately, and whatever the explained paper is there, that is very important from our UPSC point of view. And there you will also get basics as well. Okay, rather than this, you can shift on to this Indian Express, because from last 2 years, this Indian Express is more relevant from your UPSC point of view. So as of now, we are going to see both. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to see both Hindu and as well as Indian Express together. And now in this lecture, we are going to discuss only the Hindu. So here, the first topic in our today's newspaper, that is 29th October 2023, is about UNGA. Center defends UNGA abstention. So here you have to focus on the keyword, that is United Nations General Assembly. So this topic is at most important from your international relations point of view, which comes in the GS paper too. So here this article is talking about Israel-Palestine issue. It is talking about Israel-Palestine issue. It is very important and we have to see that. And next topic here is BSF lodges protest against firing by Pakistan Rangers. So recently what happened, attack which happened. So in that attack, a lot of people, they got injured. So here you have to know about what is this border security force, and this is important from our security point of view, which comes under our GS paper 3. So this topic is at most important. Okay, so that's all in this first paper, and today is Sunday. Don't leave this Sunday's newspaper. And here I found one image which is very much interesting. It is about Amrit Kalash Yatra. It is about Amrit Kalash Yatra. So this topic is also important from your prelims. So you can expect a prelims based question from this area. Okay, and next one is 7.5% dip in active workforce under this MGNREGA. So here you have to see what is this MGNREGA scheme. That is nothing but Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. It is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. So under this scheme here, there will be 100 days of guarantee employment will be provided. And this employment is given only in rural areas, not in urban areas. So it is very important point. And will be helpful for attaining of SDGs, that is Sustainable Development Goals. So recently one report says that yes, we have to attain this Sustainable Development Goals, and we have 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and that should be achieved by 2030. But there will be delay in this achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. But if you are focusing on this MGNREGA, at least some of the Sustainable Development Goals can be achieved. So here from this point of view, this article will be very important. Clear, and you have to know some facts. And next topic is in our city page, that is Delhi's air quality deteriorates, no respite likely till month end. So again, always in every year in winter season, we will experience bad air quality. So we will experience bad air quality. So we will experience bad air quality in this Delhi region. So why? Because of stubble burning. Because of stubble burning in Haryana, Punjab and UP regions. and because of vehicular emission, because of construction activities, okay, because of increasing of PM, that is particulate matter 2.5 and particulate matter 10. So because of all these reasons, there is increasing of pollutants in air that leads to bad air quality index. So here you have to know like what are the steps or measures can be taken to control this air pollution in this national capital territory. So this is very important. And this topic is important from your environment and ecology, which comes under your GS paper 3. And this topic is important from your means. Clear so far? Are you getting points like how to read newspaper? Yes, right? So if yes, type 1 in the comment box. And next topic is incidence of stubble burning decreased in Punjab, Haryana, and it is rising in UP. So why Punjab, Haryana and western UP? So these are the areas where this green revolution introduced. So because of introducing of green revolution in this Punjab, Haryana and western UP, that led to increased agriculture, produce. So increased agricultural produce happened because of this green revolution. And here why farmers are going for the stubble burning? So here after the harvest of Kharif crops, they will go for sowing of Rabi crops. So as you know that in northern India or northwestern part of India, so withdrawal of monsoons is seen. So withdrawal of monsoon starts in this northern India as well as northern western part of India. So because of this winter which comes early, so winter is early in northern Indian part. So in that winter season they will be going for sowings of this Rabi crop, and the time gap between the harvest of this Kharif crop and sowings of this Rabi crop is very less. Okay, it is very less. So because of this they will be going for stubble burning. Stubble means nothing but the waste. What are the waste that is there in the farm after harvesting? That waste is called as stubble or parali. So they are going for burning rather than collecting and using as a fodder. So this is the issue, and because of this stubble burning, that will leads to increased particulate matter 2.5 and particulate matter 10 concentration high in air. Clear? So this is about this topic, and we have to see like what are the reasons, so what are the challenges of this stubble burning and what are the measures taken by the government. And you can move on. In the state space there is nothing much important. So today is Sunday, there will be no editorial page. Clear? Yes, in this news page you can see one article, that is CJI to head 5-judge bench that will hear electoral bond case. So there are a number of petitions which filed in court regarding this feasibility of electoral bonds, whether it is constitutional or unconstitutional, because there is anonymous or anonymity is seen. Okay, there is no details regarding who is the person donating the funds to these political parties. So because of this, whether it is constitutional or not, so these are the petitions which filed before Supreme Court, and now Supreme Court is going to hear this electoral bond case. So once the judgment will be coming, so then we are going to discuss this article in very detail. So as of now, this topic is important from GS paper 2. So in GS paper 2 under polity, and in polity itself we will be studying under political parties funding. So this topic is coming under this funding of political parties. So you have to know some basic facts regarding this electoral bond scheme. Clear? And now let us move on. Leave this assembly polls page, it is not at all useful. And here you can see one article, that is WHO, that means nothing but World Health Organization, Southeast Asia members to meet to nominate its regional director to discuss health issue. So they are going to come up together to decide who will be the regional director, and they are going to discuss which are the health issues you are having in their so respective areas. And this topic is important from your GS paper 2 under health point of view. Okay, so this topic is also at most important. And if you move on this world page, there is nothing much, and you can see the science page. So in the science page, I found this article very important. It is about cloud seeding. So students from geography course, I discussed about this cloud seeding topic, right? Yes or no? If yes, comment 1 in the comment box, and if no, 2 in the comment box. But I discussed about this cloud seeding topic. So cloud seeding, which had been experimented in this Solapur city, actually this area which got very less rainfall. So why? Because this area which is present in the leeward side. So only this windward side will be getting rainfall, that too orographic rainfall in leeward side. So there will be dry winds will be there. So winds will be dry. So they will be not carrying much moisture, and they will be not causing much rainfall in this leeward side. So because of this, they went for using of this cloud seeding method from June 2018 to 2019. And that led to 18% of increase in the rainfall over 10 square kilometers in this Solapur city because of this cloud seeding. An approximate cost of producing water through cloud seeding, it is just 18 paisa per litre. It is very low cost. At 20 to 25% of cumulus clouds, they produce rainfall if cloud seeding is done correctly. So if you are doing this process correctly, about 20 to 25% of rainfall will be seen. And cloud seeding alone cannot mitigate the droughts, but it will help to provide some additional rainfall. So there will be one question, like almost many people say that yes, we have this technology of cloud seeding, so why can't we go for this cloud seeding in these drought prone areas? So it is not going to mitigate the droughts, but it will provide some additional rainfall. So that's it. And here calcium chloride flakes, they had been used for this cloud seeding, and the study was carried out for 2 years to understand microphysics and characteristics to convective clouds that can be targeted to enhance rainfall. And this work, which provides elaborate protocol technical guidance to plan to conduct cloud seeding in India. Okay, so this is about this cloud seeding, and we have to see that topic in detail. And next topic, it is about salt intake. So how much salt should you have to take every day? So if you are taking excessive salt, that will lead to the case called as hypertension. This high BP levels because of high intake of sodium levels. So salt is nothing but NaCl. So because of this sodium level, so that will lead to hypertension. Right, so actually here we have to take the recommendatory salt amount is 5 grams of salt for every day. But especially in South India, we will be taking more than this 5 grams per day. Right, so these are some important articles that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. And now let us try to see detailed notes of these topics. Yes, first topic, it is about UNGA. So we are going to see that. And as I said, this topic is important from your prelims and mains point of view from GS paper 2. So Indian government defended its decision to abstain in a General Assembly voting on resolution that called for humanitarian truce and ceasefire in Gaza Strip. So yes, a resolution which had been passed, okay, so not at all passed here, so it had been introduced in this United Nations General Assembly, and India don't wants to abstain, right? So here this resolution which is talking about ending of violence in this Gaza. So resolution title here is protection of civilians and upholding legal and humanitarian obligations, and this proposal which had been came up by Jordan on behalf of Arab League. So it is very, very important. And about 120 votes they got in favor and 14 including US and UK they are against, and 45 abstentions including India. So India also abstained. That means India didn't vote against or India didn't vote in favor. So India abstained from this voting. So the resolution adopted that all acts of violence aimed at Palestinian and Israeli civilians, so these acts will come under acts of terrorism, and indiscriminate attacks as well as acts of provocation, incitement and destructions will be seen. So in this context here, terrorism, it is a malignancy, it is like a cancer. So it, and no boundaries are there, no nationality will be there and no race will be there for this terrorism. So this is the thing which mainly said by Mr. Patel, who is addressing the death toll from this bombardment of Gaza region. So here in this context you have to know about some facts regarding this United Nations General Assembly. So here this, if we are talking about this United Nations member states, there are about 47 members. So they are elected by United Nations General Assembly. So here United Nations General Assembly, which takes into account the candidate states and their contribution to promotion and protection of human rights. And they will be also taking some voluntary pledges and commitments in this regard. And the council membership, it is based on equitable geographical distribution, and seats they are distributed like based on the area and population. So if you are talking about African states, there are about 13 seats, and for Asia Pacific region it is 13 seats, and American and Caribbean states 8 seats, and Western Europe and other states 7 seats, and Eastern Europe 6 seats. And the members of council, they serve for a period of 3 years of time. So whenever they are serving for the 3 years of time, if they want to re-eligible, that means they are not eligible for immediate re-election after serving the 2 consecutive terms. So it is very, very important prelims fact. You have to make a note of this. And what are the issues we are seeing in this UNGA? So first one is related to membership. So one key concern regarding this United Nations General Assembly is about the composition of this council, and it includes the countries widely perceived as human rights abusers. For example, China, Cuba, Eritrea, Russia, Venezuela, all of which have been accused of human rights abuses, but they are the members of this United Nations General Assembly. Okay, and here you can write about even Human Rights Council, United Nations Human Rights Council. So these China, Cuba, Eritrea, Russia and Venezuela, so those countries, they had been accused of human rights abuses, but these countries, they are even the part of this United Nations Human Rights Council. So this is the thing that you have to remember. And next topic is about Amrit Mahotsav of Independence. So it is very, very important from your art and culture point of view. So under this Amrit Mahotsav of Independence, so soil has been collected in Kalash from all Gram Panchayats by going from house to house in the honor of martyrs of India. So the soil collected from every village will be brought to Raj Bhavan under 146 development blocks of 33 districts of the states, and they are going to celebrate this 70th year of independence, and this Amrit Kalash will be transported to the duty path of capital New Delhi. So actually this content that I collected before Independence Day, okay. So here Amrit Vatika will be constructed, that will be honor of this martyrs from the soil from the different state. So what is this event? So this event, it is about collecting the mud, okay, and that mud will be collected throughout the countries, okay, and they will be using for the martyrs, okay, building of this so and so construction of honor for this martyrs. So this is about this topic. And next topic, it is about incidents of stubble burning, so that are rising in UP now, okay. So this article is also important from your environment and ecology. So if you see context, it says that harvest season came. in northern part, and about 59% of decreased in this stubble burning in Punjab. But here Haryana is also decreased by 40%, but here there is increased stubble burning in UP. So in absolute numbers, Punjab and Haryana, they contribute highest number of stubble burning incidents in the region, but now there is increased stubble burning in UP. Okay, so government which also enables storage and also transportation of stubble for further reuse as fuels or for power generation and for industrial use and to create an economic incentive for farmers. So all these things will help to reduce the stubble burning. So although government is taking lot of steps to control the stubble burning, so from people's side there is no attitudinal change. Stubble burning is nothing but we are simply setting off fire, okay, on the waste in agriculture fields like paddy, wheat after harvesting. So in India, stubble is also called as parali. It is very important. Parali burning is practiced to remove paddy crop residues from fields to sow wheat, and which occurs around the end of September and the beginning of this November. And this practice is prevalent especially in Punjab, Haryana and UP regions, in which months, that is from October and November. So what are the effects of this stubble burning? So first one is it will causes damage to environment, because whenever we are burning anything, that will releases smoke and ashes. So they contain some toxic gases like carbon monoxide, methane, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, volatile organic compounds. So these will be some dangerous and toxic gases that will be present. And next one is there will be also impact on soil properties. So heat from burning residues elevates soil temperature, and because of this it causes death of beneficial soil organisms. So because of this, that leads to decreasing of soil fertility. And next one is impacts on human health. So there have been several health effects caused by resultant air pollution. For example, it will cause skin irritation to severe neurological, cardiovascular and respiratory problems. And even that will lead to insufficient stubble management as well. So here we know that the government is providing some infrastructure like happy seeder instruments, but they are not much in use. And even because of the subsidies also given by the states, they will be also acting as some negative barrier for the stubble burning. Because of the subsidies, electricity and fertilizers, so now farmers, they will be having easy access to the credit in agriculture, and that will lead to substantial increase in the crop yields. So another way here that will also exacerbate stubble burning. So this is also very important. And now I want to give you one main question, that is discuss the ill effects of stubble burning in India and suggest innovative measures how this menace can be tracked. So try to write answer, and the word limit is 250 words. Try to write answer, don't forget about this. So I am moving aside, so if you want you can take a screenshot. Clear? Yes or no? And next topic is BSF lodges protest with Pakistan Rangers over ceasefire violations. So this topic is also at most important. Okay, and it is from our GS paper 3 under internal security point of view. So the context says that border security force, in short we will call them BSF. So BSF lodged a strong protest with Pakistan Rangers on Saturday over a recent firing that lasted for 8 hours. So recent firing that happened for 8 hours along the international border in Arnia sector of Jammu. So a lot of people, they lost their life, and many of them, they had been injured. So if you see details, it says that here BSF delegation lodged a strong protest to Pakistan Rangers for unprovoked firing in Arnia area. Okay, so on 26th and 27th, so the attack which happened, and later on the meeting which ended in the cordial atmosphere to maintain peace and assess tranquility in the region. So here BSF delegation lodged a strong protest to this Pakistan Rangers for unprovoked firing in this area in late night in evening. So if you are talking about some facts regarding this BSF, that is Border Security Force, it is primarily guarding the border between India and Pakistan and as well as India and Bangladesh. So it is the sentinels of Indian borders with Pakistan and Bangladesh. So even it came into existence on 1st December 1965, and even it was created by merging various state armed police battalions for achieving a better coordinated synergy between border guarding functions in peacetime and as well as fighting the war during the eventually on the both western and eastern fronts. So western front is nothing but India-Pakistan border and eastern front is nothing but India-Bangladesh border. Okay, and BSF which deployed on Indo-Pakistan international border and as well as Indo-Bangladesh international border. So it is very important. Okay, and next one here is since its inception, so BSF has proved its credentials during various counter-insurgency and anti-militancy operations. So in all these operations, this BSF which had been proved its credentials. And this BSF, it is one of the 5 Central Armed Police of Union of India. So which comes under administrative control of Ministry of Home Affairs. So it will comes under this control of Ministry of Home Affairs. It is very important. And it's mandated with guarding India's land border during peacetime and preventing transnational crime. So preventing transnational crime and at the peacetime it is very important. And this BSF currently stands as the world's largest border guarding force. So it is also very important prelims fact. So they will be giving you options like CRPF, okay, and IT that is Indo Border Tibetan Force, okay, Indo-Tibetan Border Force, ITBP, and next one is BSF, okay. So in this way you will be getting options and you have to select this BSF. It is the world's largest border guarding force. And if you move on, there is one more article regarding WHO. So WHO Southeast Asia members to meet to nominate its regional director to discuss health issues. So this article is very important. And now let us see this article in detail. So health ministers and senior officials from Southeast Asia member countries of World Health Organization, they will meet in New Delhi. Okay, and they are going to discuss about important health issues you are facing, and they will also nominate the next WHO regional director for Southeast Asia. So in the 76th session of this WHO, that is World Health Organization Regional Committee for Southeast Asia, so they are going to select their director, and they are also focusing on prevention and control of cardiovascular diseases. So cardiovascular disease which comes as a non-communicable disease, but it is one of the disease which is responsible for a lot of deaths in India. And even they are going to focus on some neglected tropical diseases and regional health security among the key issues. So there's also some key issues that are going to be discussed. And a ministerial roundtable will be held on strengthening primary health care as a key element towards achieving the universal health coverage. So they will be also focusing on improving of universal health coverage. Okay, that's it, nothing much. And 5 countries like South Korea, Indonesia, Malaysia, Maldives, Sri Lanka and Thailand, so they have achieved this 2030 sustainable development goals. So in that they are focusing on reducing of under 5 mortality and as well as neonatal mortality. So if you talk about some facts regarding this WHO, that is World Health Organization, it is a specialized agency of United Nations and is responsible for taking care of international public health. And headquarters located in Geneva, Switzerland, and there are about 6 regional offices. So it was established in 1948, and WHO Constitution states its main objective it is the attainment by all peoples of highest possible level of health. And if you're talking about the objectives, so WHO want to fulfill the objectives, like for example, to direct and to coordinate authority on international health work, and they'll be focusing on establishment and maintain effective collaboration with United Nations and some specialized agencies, government health administrations, professional groups, and even other organizations, etc. And they'll focus on assisting these governments upon request, and they'll focusing on strengthening of health services, and they'll focusing on technical assistance in emergency. So that will also helpful for the governments as well, because if there is any emergency, they will be getting some aid and help. And they will be also focusing on administrative and technical services, and they will also focusing on this epidemiological studies and statistical services, and they want to even eradicate epidemics and other diseases. They want to promote in cooperation with other specialized agencies, and they want to promote in cooperation with other specialized agencies where it is necessary, and where there is need of improvement of nutrition, sanitation, recreation, economic conditions, working condition. So WHO also will be giving some guidance, and they will be also promoting scientific and professional groups that will lead to advancement in health, and they will be also coming with agreements, regulations, etc. in respect to international health matters, and as well as to perform regarding those issues. So all these things are very, very important regarding this WHO, that is functions and mandate. And next topic, it is about cloud seeding. It is utmost important. So here there is cloud seeding experiment which is carried out in Solapur city, and recently this study had been published, and this study which is done in 2018 and 2019. And if you see, this is Western Ghats. So this is Arabian Sea branch which is coming like this and hitting this Western Ghats, and it will be causing rainfall where? So rainfall in this windward side. In this region there will be rainfall. Okay, so in this region there will be rainfall. So this type of rainfall is orographic rainfall. So this is mountain, and from here moist wind which is coming and it is rising up. So after rising up, they will be cooling, and condensation happens and forms the clouds, and they will cause rainfall here in this windward side. And when the winds are moving like this, descending like this, so they do not have moisture, no moisture, no cloud formation, and that will also leads to no rainfall. So this side is called as leeward side. So this side is windward side. So windward side will be getting rainfall, and leeward side will not be getting rainfall. So because of this, what happened? So recently one study done regarding this cloud seeding to get rainfall, to bring rainfall to the Solapur city. And finally they said that about 18% of increasing of rainfall that happened. So if you see details, it says that relative enhancement of accumulated rainfall which was seen over 2 hours after seeding of clouds. So after this seeding of clouds, cloud seeding for 2 hours, there is rainfall. And the total enhancement of water availability through cloud seeding experiments, it is about 867 million liters. It is a very, very large. And the important objective, it is to investigate efficiency of this hygroscopic seeding in deep convective clouds, and even to develop cloud seeding protocols. So for all these things they did this study. So this study which found that the cloud seeding, it is an effective strategy. So this strategy will be helpful for enhancing rainfall in the region under suitable conditions. So if you are following the suitable conditions, and we can go for cloud seeding, and we can bring rainfall in these regions. And they came up with this randomized experiment to study this effectiveness of this cloud seeding procedure rainfall. Okay, so you can see this image. So what happened? We are taking aircrafts, and with this aircraft will be injecting the substances into atmosphere. So after that, the chemicals which are released by this aeroplane or aircraft, so that will mimic the particles that serves as a surface for condensation. So because of this, it will create formation of clouds, and as well as it will also create water droplets. And after, when these clouds they become heavy, that will cause rainfall. Clear? So what is this cloud seeding exactly? So cloud seeding is a process of spreading either dry ice or more commonly silver iodide, and here we have used calcium compounds. And we are trying to stimulate precipitation, that is nothing but rainfall process. We are going to create this rainfall process, and that will cause rain. So cloud seeding uses planes to spray clouds with chemicals to condense smaller particles into larger rain droplets. So in this way we can go for artificial creation of rains. And how many methods are there for this cloud seeding methods? So we have a lot of types, especially we have 3 types. So first one is hygroscopic cloud seeding. So here we are using some salts. Salts are flakes or explosives in lower portion of the clouds. The salts grow in size as water joins them. Okay, so we are using salts as the dispersive medium. And next one is static cloud seeding. So here in this static cloud seeding, we are using silver iodide. So this silver iodide, which provides a crystal around which moisture can condense, and the moisture is already present in the clouds, but silver iodide essentially makes the rain clouds more effective at dispersing their water. And this one is dynamic cloud seeding. So dynamic cloud seeding is nothing but because of this conventional currents, so we can see the formation of vertical air currents. So that will encourage more water to pass through the clouds and translating into more rain. So this method is somewhat complex than compared to that of other methods. And what are the applications? So water is very much enough for agriculture. So it will create rain and will provide relief from droughts. And recently Karnataka government came up with this project called as Project Varshadhari. And this one is, it will also help for power generation. So cloud seeding experiments, they have shown to augment production of hydroelectricity during last 40 years in Tasmania in Australia. So for this also it is very important. And this one is water pollution control. So for the controlling of water pollution also we can see this. Because what happens if there is no rainfall, the concentrates in the water bodies will be increasing. That will becomes unfit. So if we are made in the good amount of water, then dilution will be happening, right? So from that point of view, it will reduces the pollution. And this one is, it will tackle this air pollution as well. So cloud seeding can potentially be used to settle down toxic air pollutants to the air. So recently here CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board, along with other researchers, they mulled the usage of cloud seeding to tackle Delhi's air pollution. So even to tackle this Delhi's air pollution, so the authorities, they used this cloud seeding method. And next topic is from tourism point of view as well. So this cloud seeding is very, very important. So these are some important applications of cloud seeding. And I want to give you one question, that is, in the context of which of the following do some scientists suggest the use of cirrus cloud thinning technique and injection of sulfate aerosol into stratosphere, that is regarding this reducing of global warming? Okay, so these are some important things that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper, and please don't skip this Sunday's newspaper at all. And one more thing here is, we are going to come up with ethics live online course this week. So try to join that ethics online course. So the details will be like within 50 hours we are going to complete your entire ethics, along with answer writing practice, case studies practice, etc. And we are going to have discussions regarding the examples and the key terms. So terms, terminology and examples from the real life and examples from the books. It will be very, very useful, and try to join that course. That will be most important. So if you join that course and if you complete the course and if you start writing answers for the case studies and your theory questions, So I can say that you will be achieving around 140 to 160 marks in your ethics. So that will be very useful to clear that UPSC mains. So don't take any choice and try to join that course. And if you have any queries, so please call me on this number 8074765513, and even this is WhatsApp number. You can text me on this WhatsApp number as well. And one more thing is, in the November 1st week or 2nd week, the prelims booster course will be going to be started. So there you will be getting prelims test series, and you will be getting live classes on every Saturday. There we will be discussing the important topics, and it will cover current affairs, and detailed schedule will be given, and it will be helpful for clearing of your prelims. Okay, so try to join that prelims booster course as well. So if you have any queries, so please call me or text me on this number 8074765513. Okay, so that's all for today. And if you want to get this class notes, you can join the Telegram channel. So the name here is Rathod's IAS classes. So name of the Telegram channel is Rathod's IAS classes. So link is given in description box as well. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. So if you really like this video, hit the like button and share this video to your friends as well. And don't forget to subscribe to this Rathod's IAS Academy. Thank you so much.